Hello, good day everyone. It's a good thing to have you here today again. I want us to look at this question which said that we should express 6x to power 3 y all over 12x to power 2 y to power 2 in simplest form, where x is not equal to 0 and y is not equal to what? 0. There is a condition there. Of course, what that means is the denominator x or y shouldn't be 0, as our answer will be what? Invalid, or it will signal error. Is that okay? So let's look at the solution and see how it goes. Yes, we have a short way of doing this, but since it's simplified, we need to show some of our work, whereas I'll still show the short method of doing this. So we just need to break this down into factors. What times what exactly can we multiply by each other to get what? 6. I think the answer is what? 2 times 3. Is that okay? So we have what? 2 times what? 3. Is that clear? Which will give us back this 6 times. Now x raised to power 3 means what? X times what? X. That means x in what? 3 places. And this y have a power of 1. That is why it's just y. So we should multiply it by what? A single y. Is that okay? Then all over, we need to check out the denominator. And how can we bring out the factor of 12 so that it can look like 2 times 3? You know that when you multiply 2 by 2, you have what? 4. And 4 times what? 3, of course, is what? 12. So we're done with this 12. Then times what? X times x. That's the meaning of x to power what? 2. Is that clear? Then this is y to power 2, or y exponential 2, which is what? Times what? Y times y. Is that okay? So at this point, we try to look out for what we can simply strike out, or what can cancel out each other. These 2 can go with these 2. Is that okay? These 3 can go with these 3. Is that okay? Then this s can go with this x. This s can go with this what? X. We are done with x, and we don't have 2 at the numerator anymore. So we have y here and we have y here. So when you look at this critically, what is left at the numerator is just this what? X. Is that okay? And what is left at the denominator is this 2 and what? This what? Y. Is that okay? So with this, our answer is equal to what? X all over what? 2y, because 2 times y is 2y. As simple as that. But in a very short form, we can see that 6x raised to power what? 3 and y all over 12x raised to power 2 y raised to power 2. Now we can consider this power. Remember the law of indices. So it's just like you saying x raised to power 3 minus 2, which is this, isn't it? So if these 2 cancel this 3, it means we are left with only a single x here. Is that clear? In the same vein, this one of this x, y, can eliminate one of this y. So we are left with a single y here. Is that clear? And on a quick note, 6 into 6 is 1, and 6 into 12 is what? 2. So 1 times1 times x is what? X, isn't it? And this 2 times this y is what? 2y. So you can consider this 2 as the same thing. So in objective part of a question, if this is well understood, good, we can go with that. And in theory, it is good to go with this because you will be mark your steps. So let's look at question 2. Question 2 says we should simplify 4 over what? 2x equal to what? 64 to power what? X. Sorry, 4 over 2 to power x, or 4 over 2 exponential x equal to what? 6. So we use the law of indices and exponential here to simplify this, isn't it? So solution, let's bring down our question. 4 all over what? 2 to power x is equal to 64 to power what? X, or exponential x. Is that okay? So now we can lift this to an exponential, or to power, which is the same thing as what? 2 raised to power 2, because 2 times 2 is 4, all over what? 2 exponential x, or 2 raised to power x, which is equal to what? Now what times what will give us 64? So if you try 2 times 2 times 2 in 6 places, is that okay? It will give you what? 64 raised to power this very x, so 2 raised to power 6x. Now in the law of indices, it is important to note that when you're dividing a number with the same base, the law states that we should subtract the power, or the exponential. So pick one of these base, which is either this 2 or this 2. So we have that to be equal to what? 2. Is that clear? We have that to be equal to 2. 2 raised to power what? This very 2 as the exponent. Then minus what? X, this x, because that is the law. We have the same base, pick one and subtract the power. So this is equal to what? Sorry, this implies, and this is equal to what? 2 raised to power what? 6x. Is that okay? So at this point, since we have common base of 2 and 2, we can choose to what? Work with the power, or the exponent, which implies that what? 2 minus what? X, we're dealing with the exponent now, equal to what? 6x. So we need to group things that are alike, which is this what? Negative x and what? 6x. So this implies that 2 is equal to, when this x is crossing over to this point to meet up with the like term here, this negative will change to what? Positive. So bring down this 6x as it is, then plus what? X, because these have crossed over. Is that okay? So we now have what? 2 equal to what? 7x. Is that clear? So now we need to divide both sides by what? 7 to make x stand alone. So this is over what? 7 and over what? 7. Is that clear? This 7 can cancel this 7. X is now standing alone, which is equal to what? 2 over what? 7. So it's either you say 2 over 7 is equal to x, or you say that x is equal to what? 2 over what? 7. And that is our what? Final answer. Thank you.